Welcome to the Instagram stories for Friday, July 28th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. The biggest news of the day has to do with Artifact. Have you heard me talk about Artifact before? If not, it's an app from the makers of Instagram, Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger. Keep in mind their track record. They made Instagram and sold it to Facebook for $1 billion. In 2016, they left Instagram and have done nothing until Artifact. Artifact is a news app, similar to Google News Reader or other news apps, except Artifact has some tricks up its sleeve. It's all about conversation, so you can add your own thoughts onto an article that someone can read. You can follow certain journalists, and most importantly, they're starting to integrate AI. I've previously talked about how they've integrated AI to improve the headlines of articles, especially clickbaity ones. With that context, they just announced today the ability to have text-to-speech read by AI in different voices, so you can listen to the news being read to you. What I like about this is there are some celebrity voices. For instance, you could have Gwyneth Paltrow or Snoop Dogg or other voices. Here's Barack Obama's voice explaining how this works.
New listen to articles with AI-powered voices. Today, we're launching the ability to listen to any article with text-to-speech AI, which is powered by Speechify. As an Artifact user, you'll be able to access premium voices for free, including voices from Snoop Dogg and Gwyneth Paltrow. Speechify uses AI to create natural-sounding reading voices and has helped millions of people as the most popular text-to-speech app available. To try it out, get the latest version of the iOS app and tap the play icon on the bottom bar of an article page. You'll see a small audio player appear and start playing. By tapping the player, you can access controls and customize your audio experience by selecting different voices, accents, and audio speeds. The player will continue playing as you browse Artifact and even if you background the app. We hope this helps create more flexibility in how you can catch up and stay informed whether you are commuting, jogging, or just doing chores. Text-to-speech is now available on iOS and will launch on Android soon.
Okay, it is not great, I admit that. But it has some features that are really interesting. You can slow down or speed up the articles. So if you're a person who likes to listen at 1.5x, you can do that. If you're a person who likes to digest content a little bit more slowly, you can do that as well. I think this is the start of something that will become very big, but we're just in the very early days of it. If you are an Artifact user, definitely look for this update. I wish it was on Android, but unfortunately only on iOS for the moment. I'm sure that will change in the very near future though. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Mark Zuckerberg's thoughts on the future of Threads reaching 1 billion users. So stick around.
This podcast is brought to you by AT&T Fiber with Wi-Fi. Whether you're into watching horror movies from your basement, watching sports from your backyard, or watching trashy reality shows from inside your car that's parked all the way in the driveway so no one in your family judges you, AT&T Fiber with Wi-Fi is the best way to watch whatever you want from wherever you are.
Get AT&T Fiber with Wi-Fi and add some Wi-Fi square footage to your house. Limited availability in select areas. Go to att.com/hypergig to check eligibility. Coverage requires extenders at additional charge.
And we're back. This week, Meta had its earnings call with investors, and Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, was asked multiple times about Threads and his expectations for its long-term success. He said it's, quote, a weird anomaly in the tech industry that there hasn't been an app like this for text-based conversations that has reached 1 billion people, end quote, which is similar to what he said in other interviews very recently. According to Zuckerberg, the main focus for Threads, beyond adding key missing features, is improving the app's retention with current users. He said, quote, I'm highly confident we're going to be able to pour enough gasoline on this to help it grow, end quote, after that work is done. Meta has not yet promoted Threads inside the Instagram or Facebook apps or spent any money on marketing it. Mark Zuckerberg also told investors, quote, we've tried a bunch of standalone experiences over time, and in general, we haven't had a lot of success with standalone apps. He continued, part of me wonders if this is just a classic venture capital portfolio question, where you try a bunch of things and a bunch of them don't work, and once in a while, one hits. It could be that this is such an idiosyncratic case because of all the factors happening around Twitter, or X as it's called now, end quote. He concluded by saying, quote, I think we're just really focused on taking this opportunity, which is an awesome one that we didn't expect at this scale. He concluded, quote, it's going to be a long road ahead, end quote. I am still mixed on Threads. I open it once in a while. Twitter still exists. I feel like there's so many ways to communicate and share information that we did not need anymore, but it's also a great chance to begin on a platform at the ground floor, which is not an opportunity that comes along every day. That is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoy your weekend, create some content, make some videos. I have a couple of ideas for videos that I want to make. If you make them, send me them, please. I don't care if it's on TikTok or Instagram. I want to see what content you're creating. Thanks so much for listening.
Instagram news got you covered, sometimes even TikTok. Relevant platforms in the metaverse ahead of the wave. Without a break or a pit stop, still waiting for Zuckerberg to give me the big job. Pause. Use trademarks and logos with Insta's permission, of course. If you like the show and you gain some good info, maybe leave a review. It's a type of applause. Just drop me a message if you want to collab. If you got some good content or you want to run ads, at Daniel Hill Media is where I am. TikTok, Facebook and Instagram.